Hi there, welcome back to Rovey Gardens. It's time for a little bit of seasonal pruning for those shrubs that are early flowering. So these are the shrubs that flower between kind of March and June. Examples are Philadelphus, which is what I've got here, Deutzia, Weigela, Forsythias, anything that flowers in the spring or early summer and flowers on older wood. The reason we want to prune it now is because if we do prune now, we're not cutting off any flowers, and also we're giving the plant enough time to regrow, and that new growth will carry the flowers for next year. So we're really at the kind of the end window of when we can do that sort of pruning. I'm going to be pruning a Philadelphus. So this is a lovely example of a mock orange. Lovely fragrant white flowers, and they get really quite large. So it's a really good idea to prune them back, because if you don't, what tends to happen, you can see it here, they get very dense and bushy at the top of the plant. So all the flowers are at the top, and you kind of lose the dimensions of the plant. So if we prune this back a little bit, we'll just branch the plant out, it'll be more productive, and kind of the handsome habit of the shrub will be maintained. So you can see here, it's got loads of stems. This is quite an old specimen. So the things you really want to be focusing on are dead, disease and damaged growth. That's self-explanatory. Any growth that's a bit ragged or a bit dead, get it gone. And I tend to go for any branches that are thicker than, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches. They are old stems, they are less productive. We want to remove those, because what we want are nice, productive young stems. Try and get an example of one. So I've got one here. So I'll just cut it out for the sake of this example. That's a good diameter of productive growth, and you can see lots of side shoots. That's the kind of branching that we want. So if you're really diligent, you can get into the shrub, prune out any older unproductive growth, and that would encourage new growth and much more healthy, productive flowering shoots. Once we've done that, and like I said, this pruning is not essential, it just helps maintain the habit of the plant and just helps maintain its productivity for many years to come. For this plant, it's got quite a good range of branches in there, so I'm probably not going to be too aggressive with this one. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit, probably about half, and that will encourage the plant to branch out and flower more consistently next year. So I kind of grab the tips of the shoots and just bring it back. I wouldn't go any lower than half. The danger is if you prune it too far back, the plant won't catch up in time, and you'll cut a lot of the flowers off. So if in doubt, play it cautiously. But really, we're trying to do this just to encourage some nice productive regrowth that will carry the flowers for next year. So like I said, Deutzia, Weigela, they're the kind of most common plants at this time of year. Philadelphus as well, and you can see kind of the height I'm going for here. And what this will mean is, we're only in early June, this has got the rest of the season now to regrow, and it really will stimulate regrowth. So it will branch out or bush out, it will encourage growth from the bottom as well. And with some diligent pruning, you can rejuvenate these shrubs without harming the flowering capacity for next year. So like I said, it's the back end of the window of when you can do this, but if you have any sort of early flowering shrubs, it's a really good idea to get in there and prune them now.